Hey guys, it's SPZ or Super Frequency here with a new Let's Play, and you probably saw from the video title and from the little thing here, but I am playing Battalion Wars 2, and probably everybody watching has never even heard of this game, but that's okay, because this is a good game that's kind of not well known. So, anybody wondering why it's Battalion Wars 2 and not 1? Well, because I don't have the first one. That's the only reason why. And it's probably really hard to find, so maybe eventually I could do it. Maybe, possibly. And, okay, so apparently it is in 2007. I didn't know which year it was released in. Yes, this is for the Nintendo Wii, my first Wii game. And yeah, it was 2007. Pretty old game, but pretty fun one with kind of a interesting way of playing it. One thing I liked about the title screen is you can shoot all these things by pressing B on it. So anyway, let's go ahead and press A and B to start this up. Loading it up. And as you see, I have my profile there that has 100%, so let's go ahead and save B. Save name, and it sounds like a phone when you're putting it in. Let's see if we can put the whole name in. I won't spend forever on this though. They could do better with putting this in. Super. Usually I abbreviate it Super Pick Z if it doesn't fit. But okay, you know what? Super Pick. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and click Campaign Prologue. And by the way, there's a lot of voice acting, so I might not be talking a lot in this, but
centuries ago,
yeah, like this.
A dark shadow was cast over the globe.
Okay, you can talk
the
now.
Iron Legion had
There.
all but crushed the free nations of the world. In readiness for the final onslaught, Lord Ferrock gathered his armies at the Iron Tower.
None can resist! Total conquest is at hand!
But at the last moment, one nation dared to challenge them. The Solar Empire.
Trespassers! Legion, attack!
There was little hope of victory, but Empress Ka-Len had hatched a desperate plan.
Hurry, brave warriors. There is so little time.
Okay, with that thing over with, I forgot to say that, yeah, there are some cut sequences, but I mean, I won't skip past them because they are pretty important, but yeah. Basically, for those of you who want to know, the first story of this is that one nation tried to basically take over the world and the rest stopped it. That's what I can gather from the first game. This one's kind of the same in story. Yeah. And all that stuff, I'll deal with in controls.
Attention, Commander. In this staff, we hold the key to the destruction of our enemies, the Iron Legion.
Yeah. Actually, most of the time when they have this type of dialogue, I can skip over it because it's not really that important.
Battalion will take the staff to Lord Ferrock's stronghold.
Yes, basically we gotta infiltrate this base and stuff.
Once atop the Iron Tower, the staff will activate a satellite weapon that shall destroy the enemy from above.
Sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, I'll note about, you might be wondering why there's like iron pipes and stuff, and yet you'll see about what the guys we control have.
Annihilate them! What Ferrock commands you!
And by the way, that guy with the robot head, he's like my favorite commander to listen to just because of his voice. So yeah, anyway, we're actually controlling now, and I'm gonna skip what she says. But basically, use the nunchuck to move around, and I'm using the Wii pointer to move this thing around. I know to move the gold star.
On your screen and radar. represents your primary objective. Advance.
Yeah, and we'll get into more of the basic things.
Golden Tower blocks our path. It is time to learn how to lock on
And they
targets
will
and
give
destroy them.
various tutorials along the way,
Aim the
like this. But
crosshair
I'm
at
just
the
gonna.
target
Can
and
I
press
skip
and
past?
hold the
Okay. Anyway, basically you pull the Z button and it locks onto one objective and shoot. And yeah, these guys have laser guns. It'll explain about who these. I'll tell you who these guys are. But they have like laser guns when these guys have like ironclad tanks and stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Interlopers! Throw them into oblivion!
Ah, I see what you did there. Actually, that was pretty clever. They're just gonna stand there and just get hit with bombs. I mean, seriously. And the staff is perfectly fine, because that's how it works. So yeah, this one lowly soldier by himself, it's gonna advance. And by the way, I'm jumping by shaking the nunchuck. Or, I didn't even touch it. And oh, they always call you commander because you technically are controlling these guys. So yeah, I completely forgot to mention what this is even like. Basically, this is kind of a third-person shooter RTS type game. I'll explain the RTS later once we get more units and stuff, but yeah. And one thing, you have the staff now. You have like the most overpowered gun in existence. I mean, seriously, this with the staff bearer is like the most powerful character in the entire game, and it's like an infantry unit because the staff powers up your gun, and it just look at that. It's killing infantry in one shot when a normal grunt would take like half of a magazine or something. I don't know. It's just so fun to use this thing in the prologue mission.
Some kind of sneak attack?
And see, they throw a tank in your way. How's that gonna stand against an overpowered laser, sun-powered laser weapon? Let's see. Evidently not that well. I mean, look at this. This one soldier is destroying tanks with a gun. This thing is just so funny. Like I said, it's just fun to do this. I kind of wish this had like a god mode thing where you just have this guy and go through all the missions. That'd be cool. And again, I'm ignoring whatever Empress Colin, whoever it is. I forget because there's two of them in this game. And also, you might notice there's the blue bar by there represents ammo for regular grunts and other units. And this one, it like is a cooldown bar kind of. When I hold the button down, it heats up and I can't shoot at it. And this is also apparently auto-locking. Or it just shoots really fast and utterly destroys everything. I know to follow the gold star. I wish I could turn the volumes down because, yeah, they're really not helpful to me anymore. Okay, yeah, here. This is how overpowered this is. The battle station. You only get to control 2 of these in the entire game. Yeah, I'm explaining this a lot later. But this is, technically this is the most powerful ground unit in the whole game. And I'm just wearing itself down. Yeah, there's cooldown. Even, you have like ungodly defense. I mean, seriously. I'm taking these shells which would destroy like a regular tank in one hit. Boom. The explosion from the tank destroyed the wall. Probably shouldn't have stood so close to that, but I probably could have shot the wall anyway. Oh great, we lost our super mega powerful laser powers. No. No. But fortunately we have some grunts to help us. And here's where we get into the whole battalion of battalion wars. I mean, we already got the wars part, now we have battalion part. So now, as you see in the bottom, you have me, which is the staff bearer. We're gonna like do a ninja jump. And
A button without locking on.
okay.
To gate.
Basically, now you see these guys down here. This is your battalion.
Get your grunts to follow you. Now,
And I press A on them, and that makes them follow. The green arrow pointing to them means they're following. Click it again, there's a circle thing, and that's wait mode, basically, as they said there. That makes them wait. So basically, they just follow you around and stuff, and they keep rolling. Again, rolling is when you move the nunchuck and move to the side. It's actually pretty effective with grunts and infantry. And the attack order is you just point at something and press A and they attack it with you. Or they can just obliterate those. I can barely hear the voice of them, so I doubt anybody would be able to, but you can see just like the text. Yeah. And they will follow you. They're grunts, so they're the same speed as me. Oh, okay. I forgot. You can't shoot because your weapon apparently is overloaded. So yeah. Yeah. And the combat roll is yeah, that. That's basically to dodge when and they have to they basically have to kill these guys since I can't shoot them at all, which kind of sucks. I wish you could at least use like a regular gun. Anyway, and troops attack. That guy's like no health.
Against all odds, you have reached the Iron Tower.
Yay! And there's nobody at the door. I can just walk in. Thank you. Loading. And cutscene probably.
Infiltrating the Iron Tower, Kalen's foot soldiers deployed the staff to draw down the power of the sun.
Again, overpowered laser weapons.
Infiltrators! The enemy sent a signal from atop the Iron Tower! No! The Legion shall not be undone!
And one of the best death screams ever. With the robot voice.
Thus was
And again, the
Iron
staff is
Legion
perfectly
ended.
fine.
But in the ashes of its defeat, the seeds of vengeance would be sown.
And thus ends the prologue. Or not yet. I thought I timed that perfectly.
And although the staff was hidden far away from prying eyes and meddling hands, centuries later, a plan would be cast in motion that would once again set the nations of the world at war.
At war. Dramatic voice. And there we go. Finishing the prologue mission. Well done, you complete the prologue, you've unlocked new bonus content. Yay. Basically, that new bonus content is in extras. I'm going to go over that at the end. There's a few bonus things you get. So now we're actually to the main game here. On campaign select, we can only pick the first one, which is the Solar Empire, which is actually the one we were playing there.
Campaign 1, the Solar
And yeah, all this
Empire,
stuff.
present day. In this campaign, you take command of the battalions of the
I'm basically going to
Solar
skip
Empire.
this because, yeah, basically reverses the Anglo Isles. And I notice these nations are actually partially based, I don't know exactly what they're called, they're not really satires, but they're kind of taking some things from real life nations and kind of putting them together. And you'll notice that as you go along, I go ahead and point them out on the way. as we play them.
The Anglo Isles have launched
So,
a
yeah.
surprise attack on the outlying islands of the
I
Solar Empire.
I wish I could turn
Empress
off all this
Leiko
text
must
because
act
I'm
quickly
not
or
paying
face the
attention.
dishonor of defeat.
So yeah, basically in these things you see who's going to be the person talking to you and all the units you're going to have and the enemy and all the units they're going to have. Kind of helpful, but it doesn't really tell you how they're laid out. And a few new units will get to control and some will get to see. So let's go ahead and go. And another cutscene. Stupid cutscenes, ruining it. Last one for a while.
Glad we got posted to the Solar Empire, General.
Garrison duty has its perks, I suppose. What the?
You better be right about this superweapon, Colonel Windsor.
Whatever do you mean, Commander Pierce? Anglo military intelligence is second to none. Ah!
Far. I can't. That's like the funniest way to say that ever.
Forgive the intrusion, Empress Leiko. The outer islands are under attack.
Very well, Admiral Akira. Master our defenses. History has come full circle. It is just as I have foreseen.
And probably from that you can tell what all of these nations are. You get sorry for all the cutscenes, but then again, this is kind of the prologue and all this stuff. So yeah. And I'll go over the green guys. They basically have a standard color scheme, so I'll go over the green guys, but I'll partially go over the yellow guys that we're fighting now. I know, really confusing and really bogging down. I forgot there was so much text and all this stuff here. Yeah, you can read all that stuff if you want. I don't really care to listen to it, but...
Come in, Commander. This is Empress Leiko.
And we have a new
Anglo
Empress,
Isles have
yay.
attacked, leaving devastation in their wake.
A lot of flaming vehicles and such. Yeah, I'd say that's bad.
These Solar Empire docks have been destroyed, along with the Imperial Battalion stationed here.
Yeah, of course the boat... Well, that boat's on fire. The other ones aren't.
We must defend this airbase from further attack by Colonel Windsor. The sanctity of our homeland rests in your hands.
Alright, it's already captured, or partially captured, but still there.
Tally ho, men! Nothing shall stand in the way of us.
Gee, does that give away where he's from? And I guess I never really paid attention. Those have wheels on the bottom of them. Interesting design there.
Commander,
Anyway,
we must
let's go.
reinforce our airbase to the west. But first,
And so again,
we
we're
must
in control of a
recruit
single
the
grunt, and we must go and recover more grunts.
Excellent,
So basically, we
Commander.
walk over to these
We have found
grunts,
the rifle grunt. Now,
and
use the map
yeah,
screen to locate the
walk over.
remaining
We can see the stars clearly, but they're telling you to go to the map.
Press the minus button to open the map screen.
Yeah,
Quickly
minus button is map screen. Again, I'm skipping that. It basically tells you the whole layout of the entire map. Sometimes it doesn't show some, like it shows no enemies on this because they haven't like spawned yet. It tells you the barrier and tells you about extra units and stuff, which I will explain what those are because they're just standing there. And gold stars are your main objectives.
Commander, find the remaining. You have found another rifle grant. 2 more remaining.
Yes, fighting more. And as we go in here, I'm pretty sure most of you guessed what the Solar Empire is. Solar Empire is based off of Japan and China. And you'll see why China a little bit. A lot of the architecture we see
Now head to the next gold
is
star, Commander.
based on China.
Your path is blocked, Commander. Send your
Yeah,
our path
so
is clear.
you can see architecture here. Of course, they look like it. They sound Japanese, Chinese, or whatever. So it's a little bit of both mixed in.
Rifle grunts, disembark and attack the
And these
Solar
guys, the
Empire
yellow
fighters.
ones, Anglo Isles, are based off of England, most definitely. Great Britain.
Enemy patrol.
And I'll get I'll get into what they are like later. And I completely missed the fact that we get a new unit here.
Enemy has sealed the bamboo gate ahead. Fortunately for us, it can be burnt down.
Okay, guys, you're gonna help me or what? Or you're just gonna stand there? Help me! Help me! Okay.
Use left or right on the plus control. Now, use the
Okay,
plus
so now we have
control
flame
console
veterans.
flame vets
Basically,
and send them
grunts
to
are
destroy the
standard
bamboo
troops.
gate.
They have the rifles, but all other infantry troops are called veterans. They have special guns that can be used for different things. And these guys are flame ones. They are very effective against infantry, and that's it, really. They're not really good against anything else. They're not my favorite type of troop. I never really take control of them. So, yeah. And also, you might be hearing that the gun sound that I'm making is kind of quiet. Another thing, you really can't get the full effect of this game unless you actually have you're playing it yourself, because since the Wii remote has a little microphone in it, you can actually hear the gun sounds, and they sound a little bit. My thing's gonna be way off, but I'm gonna see if you guys can hear the gun sounds. You probably can hear it. Yeah, the guns, they actually make noises out of this, so I really don't know what they sound like regularly because I've never not taken a thing.
Keep one alive at all costs.
Again, you're just standing here while he blows up one of the vehicles. I mean, can you at least let me move and do something?
Use the plus control pad.
And yeah. And now we get the entrance to the all button. It basically commands all your units to do a certain one thing, either wait, follow, or attack, or whatever. And now we have the new vehicle, anti-air vehicle. Needs no explanation. It's a vehicle that is anti-air. And now they send in bombers, conveniently now and not 2 minutes earlier. And gee, I wonder where it is. A giant gold star flying there. So basically lock onto that and use the AA vehicle and missiles. Boom. Headshot. Not really. And now we gotta go through.
I'll need you to take personal control of the anti-air vehicle before I can open.
And now here comes the introduction of taking command of units. If it'll load.
Use the Z button to lock onto
And
one
I'll
of
let
your
her
units.
do it.
Then press lock onto
So
the
basically,
anti-air vehicle.
again, I'm skipping all these
Then
things
press
that
and hold the
I wish
A
they could
button
know.
to control transfer to.
Anyway, so what you can do is you can
I will open the gate to the
you
air
can
base. Once you
hold
have
Z on a
the
unit and hold A, and then you go into it. So now I'm taking control of the anti-air vehicle, which is actually the smartest move to do here, because the anti-air can be kind of tough to lock onto stuff and make them attack. And so, little tidbit thing that you might not have noticed, when you kill enemies, they sometimes drop health packs and stuff, and those restore health of infantry units. Now, if you see one that's like a blue oil can, that restores health of vehicles. So you'll want to keep note of that. So if I destroy some of these jets here, or actually I can't, never mind. So yeah, there's some over there. Those are the ones that restore health for vehicles.
You have reinforced the airbase. Well done, Commander.
And there's still a flag there. You can let me take it or not.
In the previous attack, the enemy nearly captured
They
our
nearly
airbase.
captured.
You
And
must
here's
regain
where
Solar
the
Empire flag.
the point of okay, this is just for game's sake, not realistic. Of course, this whole thing is not
Lock
realistic.
onto the airbase flag, then send
Capture.
now send your
So this is
infantry to the airbase
talking
flag
about
and
capturing.
recapture
So
the
any
facility.
infantry unit can go onto the base and they raise the flag. Apparently, having your flag on there instantly makes it yours. Later, when we actually capture an enemy base, it literally destroys their whole base and replaces it with ours just instantly. It's really weird.
Air transports.
Guess it works,
Grunts
though.
to capture the airbase flag.
And so now they're sending in grunts to capture this. but we know what to do.
Enemy air transport waves inbound.
And air transports.
Protect the airbase.
Basically, air transports are transports in the air. You can use the anti-air vehicle to take them out. I don't know if you can take both of them out. You can. Oh, actually, you can. Okay. So if you're really good, you can take out both of those before they even land. So, and there's a thing floating up there.
Use your anti-air vehicle to
And let's actually make them wait. And let me go ahead. And we'll destroy these bombers. The missiles can be delayed. If I can target. Nope, nope, missiles. Bombs, things. Okay, that didn't even hit me. Now I'm gonna see if I can kill the air transports before they even get here. Let's see.
The airbase will be secure and your mission complete. Hurry!
I know they send out the bombers first. But you know what? Let me just attack this one. I really don't want to have to deal with the. Nope, 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 nope. Die, 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 die. Run, units! Ow. Anyway, destroy them all. I'm gonna destroy this just for fun. Come back here, you. Boom. Engaged grunts. And yeah, as you can see, anti-air really doesn't do anything against ground troops. You can kind of shoot them. It does like no damage. I mean, it's better than doing nothing. So yep, there we go. We have successfully defended the base and stuff. Here comes some of our air transports. They're like hovercraft. They're hovercraft. I mean, seriously. And now you're calling me a general? Okay, you call me commander like 50 times, and now you're just calling general. Okay. Don't mind that.
This island remains under your control, but we shall not relent in our search for that super weapon. See you on the beach.
Yeah, you can run. But our ships. Okay, battleship. That was like right next to you. You could have blown that up. Disappointing battleship. And so we finished, and now comes the introduction of ratings. Like, I guess introduction. Basically, you get a rating for how well you did. You have power, which is how many things you destroyed. Speed, which is how long it takes. It actually tells you how much you need for 100%. It took a little bit more time to explain stuff, so that's why. And technique is how many units you have left. I lost none, so then I still got an S rank. S rank is the best rank. I'm gonna try my best to get every possible S rank. I'm not sure if that'll work out. Who knows? But anyway, I'm gonna end this off here with a pretty long first episode full of text and stuff, and yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this episode. Subscribe, rate, comment, all of the above. Yeah. And again, sorry for all the tech stuff. And the future episodes will be a lot better, a lot more action, explodiness, and stuff. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode of Battalion Wars 2.